Some Republican Oklahoma lawmakers are speaking out, concerned over the new school tax credit law that they helped pass. It's the one that gives up to $7,500, depending on income, to parents sending their children to private school and up to $1,000 for homeschool. 2 News anchor Erin Christy spoke with them about the concerns and what one lawmaker hopes to change.
Now that lawmakers passed the parental choice tax credit, it's up to the Oklahoma Tax Commission to roll it out. They wrote up a proposal and asked for public input. Here's how it would work. The commission would send a check to the school made out to the parent with a child already enrolled who endorses it, then the school deposits it. Representative Cody Maynard of Durant supported the legislation, but he sent in a list of concerns, including a cumbersome process and untimely payouts. As a CPA, he thinks parents should be able to make a claim on their regular tax return, so he could get the credit for parents who didn't know it was available instead of a special filing window as proposed now. But the biggest issue, he says this system sounds like a voucher.
Vouchers, they pull money away from public schools. So one of the reasons I could support a tax credit is it does not do that. It doesn't reduce any of our public school funding. But when we're looking at the rules that have been promulgated, it looks a lot like they pulled some of the wording and rules from like the Lindsay Nicole Henry scholarship, which is a voucher style system in the state. And honestly, that starts to put a lot of reporting burdens on schools, and it does things that we never really intended with a tax credit.
How do you think that they could do, the tax commission, do a true tax credit and maintain a system where people aren't trying to cheat it?
That is the $1 million question right there, I think. I do applaud the tax commission. One of the things that they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent any fraud from being possible in the system, which is why I think they've structured a lot of the rules the way that they have.
I talked with Senator Greg Treat last week, who argued this is not a voucher, but said he's been working with the tax commission to iron out those concerns. Representative Maynard said more legislation may be required if they can't come up with a solution that aligns with the law passed. Erin Christy, 2 News, Oklahoma.
Now, the homeschool credit is different. Erin spoke with the OTC, which said that the credit is claimed like a traditional credit on the tax return. Money doesn't go out ahead of time, and they would need to provide documentation as proof.